Hello, welcome to the 21st day of November 2025. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily Good Life meditation, a live video exercise that I do to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone, which you can read for free at goingalone.org. I also use this time to think about the last 24 hours and how I did with the various challenges and opportunities that I met. I go over the objectives of my creed, and I prepare for the coming day. I want to say thank you to my YouTube supporters and my Patreon members. I do appreciate your support. I do talk about sensitive subjects like death, so just be forewarned. And with that, let's get started. So looking at the last 24 hours, I only have two notes here. One, that the pocket change anxiety that I've been feeling the last 3 or 4 weeks has largely settled away. Yesterday was the first day that it was pretty much quiet. That's not because the issues are resolved, but because I have them well in hand, I think, and finally convinced my subliminal mind that that's the case. So they've kind of left me alone for a little bit, which is good. Hopefully, I wish I could get to the point where that would be the case even in the midst of it, but that I have work yet to do to become that kind of person. Had a really good talk yesterday with a supporter, reader of my book, yesterday during the office hours, which was really interesting in that regard, about helping me to see how other people handle the challenges in their own lives. It was a good back and forth, I think. The other note here is that I was focusing largely yesterday after lunch on the job hunt. Yumiko and I did bring a suit with me from America, and so, but I didn't have a shirt or socks or shoes. So yesterday, Yumiko and my wife and I went out and we did some shopping, and I'm all outfitted now, ready for my interview, so to speak, on Wednesday. As for my creed, it consists of 8 objectives: to be always ready to die, to make good and effective use of time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions relative to my values, to recognize my true limits and opportunities, to do just one thing at a time and do it slowly and deliberately and carefully, and to maintain my balance. And yeah, there were 8 different objectives just interspersed right there. Today I'm going to read the principle titled "The Home of Good and Evil," from page 254 of the hardbound edition of Going Alone. The Home of Good and Evil, with a quote from Aristotle: "Activity in accordance with virtue is virtue." Here you go. The Home of Good and Evil. A catalogue of right and wrong maintained by that little mortal within my head, the aforementioned Homunculus from 2 days back, containing both opinion and judgment, and suggestive of a platform of subjective responsibility. The Homunculus owns this list and has the responsibility to develop and vet its contents, as well as reconcile these with the reasoned opinions of others. Good and evil then become perspective and opinion, dangerously subjective, yet also subject to the truth-finding power of reason, honesty, and objectivity. Argument and discussion are the tools of reconciliation when such opinions differ, and consensus reached in this way has more authority and force than the proclamation and commandments of 1,000 fictitious gods. As for today, it's going to be a routine day. I have my morning exercise coming up, then I'll have breakfast, we'll walk the dogs, and have breakfast with Yumiko, and then do some gardening. I did a lot of good gardening yesterday, and then Yumiko and I will after we have lunch with Dad, we'll then go to the government center to get a refund. It turns out I get some money back for my cataract surgery, so that's nice. And believe it or not, that's all I got for today. Wow, not even 5 minutes in and I'm done. Let's go ahead and read comments. Michael Littlejohn says, "Hello, good to see you." Tim says, "Good morning. Weather check for the UK at 8:35 p.m. is 0.6 degrees Celsius and 77% humidity, sunny, cloudless, freezing day. Wow, that's very cold. You must have one of those digital thermometers that gives you the decimals there. For me, it looks like it's about. Could that be right? It says it's about 3 degrees. 3 or 4 degrees and about 85% humidity. That's very cold outside. It should be, I don't think it's going to be a sunny day. Hello, Evelyn. Evelyn says hi to myself, Tim, and Michael Littlejohns, and Tim says hi to Evelyn. Well, with my Japanese-style candle burning its nice flame, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Did I tell you that I found a yuzu tree in the backyard that was kind of hidden? It's kind of nice. I've been enjoying hold on, let me show you. Here's a normal Japanese mikan that I buy from the vendor down the road. And then here's these yuzu that I got from the tree. They're absolutely quite yummy, very sweet. Not as sweet as a lemon, but very nice. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'm going to get a few things done before I go over and do radio exercise. I hope you all have a great day. Wishing you all the best. Quick one today. Be safe, but not too safe. And remember, tonight I die in my sleep. Take care. Oh, Tim says I have an indoor display with outside thermometer. Ooh, wow. That's a nice setup. I remember you said that before, yeah. So you can watch it all from the inside. Telemetry. Bye all. Take care. Yep. See you, Tim.